She was letting the tour get on her nerves. There was no reason to suppose the child was in danger. No doubt she'd wandered down through the mist to a waiting parent. Libby marched on up the hill as fast as her wobbly legs allowed, determined to shake off her unease. She'd been reading too many stories of Glastonbury and King Arthur's ghost. She turned the final corner of the zigzag path in record time, with no further stops. Such a feat would normally fill her with pride. But today, Libby was too worried about Bear. She covered the remaining few yards at a run and stepped into the cool, dark, deserted interior of St. Michael's Tower. Crossing the flagstones in 3 quick strides, she was back in daylight. Bear lay on the grass, ears flat, tail twitching. "There you are." The dog's tail flickered as he staggered to his feet. "What's wrong?" His head hung low, the fur of his neck standing out in a prickly ruff. Libby knelt by Bear's side and slipped her arms round his chest. "Are you hurt?" She ran gentle fingers over the animal's body, searching for lumps and bumps, finding none. She lifted the coarse top layer of hair and inspected the soft inner coat for blood, but there was no injury to be seen. She scrambled to her feet and, hands on hips, gazed over the mist that hid the nearby fields and woods, to a range of distant hills, shimmering blue in the sunshine. A stiff breeze sent her to seek shelter on the other side of the tower, where she sank on to the grass, back propped against the ancient stones, and drew both knees up to her chest. Her gaze swept in an arc, searching for signs of company. No one appeared, but at least she had Bear as a companion. Libby pulled the huge animal close, glad of his earthy, doggy smell. "What happened, Bear? What frightened you?" She rubbed the dog's head. "This place gives me the creeps." Her right leg hurt. She shifted position, rubbing her calf, and searched in the grass, curious, expecting to find an abandoned shard of glass or the ring from a beer can. Instead, her fingers closed on one smooth, round pebble, then another. She searched until she uncovered a handful of muddy beads, joined by a length of rusty wire. Libby rubbed the stones, and the mud fell away, to reveal a necklace of even, smooth beads that glowed golden red, as radiant as the sunshine. Amber. Libby dropped them into her pocket and called to the dog. "Come on, Bear. Time to go." Listless, the dog plodded down the hill, staying close to Libby's side, tail tucked under his body. The mist still blocked their path, and Libby hesitated, reluctant to step back into the clammy white blanket. Bear whined. "You don't like it either, do you? I wish we could find another way down." Unless they intended to stay on the tour until every last trace of murk had dispersed, she'd have to face it. "Take a deep breath, Bear, and follow me." She pulled her jacket tight. "Right, here we go." This time she took only 6 steps before bursting out into the June sunshine, laughing, relieved beyond common sense. She reached over to pat the dog. "That wasn't so scary, was it?" Bear whined, shivering despite the warmth of the sun. He coughed. "You can't have caught a cold, not in just half an hour." The dog coughed once more and slowed his pace, struggling to keep up with Libby. Every few paces he stopped to sniff the ground. "Did you see something that frightened you?" Libby asked. "I can't take you back in this state. What will Max say? I only borrowed you because I wanted to stretch my legs and everyone else was busy." When she'd called to collect the dog early this morning, Libby found Max Ramshaw engaged in an animated phone conversation. He opened the door, grinned, winked, and gave a thumbs-up sign. By the time Libby finished snapping Bear's lead to his dog collar, Max was scribbling notes on a pad of paper. He'd taken early retirement from his banking career and now undertook consultancy on behalf of the government. Libby had only a vague idea what this meant. Max had a habit of avoiding her questions.